Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Thief, where today we are looting a hammer temple. We're just gonna rob some holy folk, and I'm sure the fact that the mission is named Assassins won't come into play at all, not even one little bit. So right now we're in the New Market part of town.
Sweetheart,
Yeah,
I can't see your screen.
you can't.
Did you stop streaming to
I
me?
did not do it intentionally, but you know what? Discord's pretty cantankerous about this because it's a full screen application. So I'm just gonna fix this real quick live.
Yes.
Did that more or less do it? Are we good?
So there's a hang on. There's a screen.
That's great. That's
But
exactly
I
what we're
do
looking
not. I
for.
do not. I do not. Okay, there's a watch stream button now. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Are we good? The
Yeah, we're
map?
good.
Okay. So we're in the New Market part of town here. Um,
Okay.
there is High Towny and Downtowny. So what we know about this map is it's oriented such that this is up. It's going to be very difficult to get out of the New Market. Is this a multi-page map? It's not, and we don't know what part of town the temple is in. It might be this one that's shaped like a big H. If I was an organization, if I were an organization named the Hammers or the Hammerites, depending on who you ask, I would want my buildings to be in the shape of giant H's or giant hammers.
Giant hammers,
So,
definitely. But I think the reason why they do an H instead of a hammer is that a giant hammer, like just the shape for a building, also looks like a different shape.
okay, sure. Well, I don't think this person is a merchant. I think this person is a hammer, given the thing on the wall here. So we're just gonna.
That shot was meant for me.
What?
Yes, I'm sure it was Geralt in the window. He's dead. Let's head back now.
These creeps are gonna lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me. But only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
Oh, god damn it. I have to actually perform stealth. There's loot in there, and I wanted to grab it. Alright, we stay in the darkness. I walk considerably faster than they do. So we're gonna have to be a little bit cautious here. I made a noise. Oh no, they're walking across metal. Shit. I'm losing them. Okay, they're definitely going this way. Thank God these streets don't branch very much. Okay, so I don't think that behavior is actually caused by me making noise. I think they just do it periodically. But we just have to watch our light level.
That's rad.
Is it?
But like the way the mission started, like I was expecting a twist. I was expecting it to be immediate. That that's really clever. I think that's really cool.
And especially to pull something like that off in 1998, like, yeah, there's a lot of ambition here.
Yeah.
Stay low and slow on the metal. There's a lot of darkness. I'm keeping my eyes like fucking glued to my light gem. There's a lot of darkness around here. We're very lucky.
I feel someone following us. Followed.
They stopped moving. Nope, they just got far enough away that we can't hear them anymore. I'm a little leery. Like, I'm not going to let go of the sneak button. I'm just going to try to catch up because we do walk faster than they do, but I'm like very worried about being caught out of position in a moment when they turn around.
Yeah. The music's good for this situation as well.
Got just outside of the light of this lantern. I will say, I know I was talking some trash about Assassin's Creed in the last episode, and I will say that this kind of mission is a frequent fixture of the Assassin's Creed games, and I absolutely hate it there. I would be cool with this coming to an end anytime.
So,
I have-
Ramirez's boys. I think
So-
it's time I dealt with Mr. Ramirez once and for all.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, sweetie.
So I've played I played the first Assassin's Creed game for like an hour, and the first mission I got where I had to like sneak, where basically I just had to walk very slowly, holding my hands like I was praying for like an hour, and like it was so tedious.
Stay in
Wasn't
earshot of the conversation without being noticed. Like, fuck that forever. So if it wasn't clear, I'm running back to that shop. The shopkeeper's dead. We're going to loot the shop, obviously. Now that we know where we need to go.
Yeah. No, I'll say it's cool in theory, and you can do cool things with it, but you can't drag it out like that and make it uninteresting. Like having you hover to the shadows, that was neat. Right?
Yeah-ish.
I think you could do I think they could do more with it. They could do things like find places that are harder to hide in, and you have to duck behind something. So you're doing something, you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, like grading on a curve for the time and everything. I think it's neat enough. What is this? This is a weird little...
And it certainly didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome too much.
Yeah, as long as it
For
doesn't
me
become like a
watching.
regular part of the game, I think it was fine. This area is so big. It's really wild. Like, why did they design so much town? Right? This is crazy.
There's a lot of stuff.
And the power generators actually emit energy, and yeah, this is I'm actually really impressed with just how much city there is here. I veered off of the path back to the shop a while ago just because I kind of wanted to look.
Yeah.
And you know, we got some cool like world building details and stuff. I also thought there might be treasure sort of off the path. Well, see, that's interesting.
It's interesting to see this in a game with formal level design.
Yeah.
Because generally, when you have this kind of sprawl and openness, it's, you know, a open world game or a city where you know, do a variety of missions over the course of the game in the same area. So having, you know, levels that are designed, but with this kind of sprawl and openness is really something that feels quite rare, especially today. I assume it was also rare for the time.
Rarer. Because there were serious, you know, like technical considerations limiting, you know, how much space the engine could handle and what could be drawn on the screen at any time. Mm-hmm. This is, this is wild. The current is very against me. They did not want me in here. That kind of goes around a corner, huh? We're going to go look. I hope everybody's enjoying this whirlwind tour of the city.
I am. I'll say this water looks remarkably clean.
Yeah, that is certainly true. Can I tell you, I'm pretty bummed out that it seems like there hasn't been any treasure. Just like stuff laying around for me to thief.
I mean, do people generally just leave their valuables out in the city streets?
Oh, realism, is it? Is this our concern? Because I remember sword fighting with a man who was made of fire just minutes ago. And everyone was fine with that. Speaking of which, we did do a little, we looked some stuff up between episodes. Not spoilers, not information about the future. But specifically information about that last mission. Right, pursuant to making sure that I was not imagining the thing that I was scared of. And while we did not run into it, you know, in theory it was there. It was available to be run into. In any case,
Yeah. And she still won't tell me what it is. Apparently, it might show up later in the game.
We're gonna see it. It will show up later in the game. We will see it. Maybe I got further in than I thought. So we're here in downtowny.
That's still funny. Oh.
I'm so glad that you thought it was ever funny, and even more so that you think it is still funny.
I mean, sweetheart,
Yeah.
my idiosyncratic pronunciation of words is I think probably a polite way to put it.
Okay.
Is something that you deal with day to day. So I feel like this is like a homage to me. This is like an act of love. That's how I am perceiving it. It's very romantic.
It is. It is an act of love. We can kind of get inside that building, huh? So anyway, my point was, what we learned while utilizing research tools is that apparently that enemy that is a man of fire is a thief gold thing. That is not; those were not in the original release of the game. They were added by the sort of like what we might today consider sort of a remaster.
Okay.
Which makes a lot of sense to me because I certainly didn't remember that enemy. Yeah, again, Jesus, why is there so much of this? Were they just having fun with the level tools? I mean, it's rad, but I'm kind of shocked by how much available town there is.
Yeah. It could just be like a show off thing, too. You know, you have a piece of tech that is like a revolutionary thing or a really impressive thing. You want to show it off as much as possible.
Yeah, I guess
Right.
so. And this is where the water starts, and yeah, wow. Very cool.
Like there's something to be said for technical virtuosity.
Yeah, and this would have been just like very cool looking in the sort of in the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the shop. Stuff of value. The head of a burrick. Some bowls. Nope, can't use that for anything. Hell yes, free arrows. Hell yeah. Bread, bombs, arrows. It was super worth going back here. I knew there'd be stuff. Most of the shop's remaining wares are completely fake. They've just been painted on the wall. Clever strategy. Open wide. All right then. Never mind. It was the thieves what done it. And they desecrated the tapestry too. What a bunch of monsters. All right. Anyway, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's cool that there was that much stuff going on. Goes this way, and then... Then I do get a bit turned around. Would have been old quarter, yeah? Oh no, we definitely went up this hallway. I think. Definitely, probably, maybe, I think. There's a door that actually opens. I could tell from the other side, from the far, from the distance.
Yeah.
Interesting. They'll let you
So
go in all the buildings along the river, I guess?
I think what we should start doing is you pick up these little pieces of loot,
Yeah.
ones that aren't worth very much, and you leave them as a trail. You Hansel and Gretel it,
Okay, alright.
so you know where you've been.
That'll help me remember, yeah.
I'm so smart.
Nobody's thrown anything of tremendous value into this well. Disappointing. Alright. Ramirez. So, objective. Time to show Ramirez who the real criminal mastermind is. Break into his mansion and take what he values most. His valuables. The purse from his very belt should make the point. And locate his prized silver fire poker. And all of his other things. And then, survive and get out.
Now, I'll say I prefer this kind of mission.
Yorick tells me the hammers are gonna close down Craig's Left. Yeah, he's tapping you. Where are they gonna put the poor saps they grabbed? Dunno. Toss them into a well or something. Anyhow, they just don't have enough guys no more. Kinda sad. Used to be the power. Now they're just a bunch of guys wishing for the old days.
That's good world building. I like that
Yeah,
very much.
I like that too.
I don't know. Throw him in a well.
Got a tall T situation here.
Ugh. Stealth. There's not actually a way around this. Okay. So I guess we're going in the front of Ramirez's mansion. I'm very sneaky.
So I really liked the first mission where we were sneaking into the guy's house and taking his stuff. And I want more of those. I like taking stuff from rich people.
I mean, the Hammers are rich people.
They are. But like in the jailbreak, it felt good.
Stop tapping with
The
me.
Bone Horde felt okay, but I like the idea of going to the house thing is good for me.
When I
It's just my personal. I would like more of
gotta
these.
stop jumping at nothing.
Okay, so there's definitely a guy around the corner here. I'm hoping we can just jump him. I'm in the corner. I'm in the dark.
I heard that. What's that? Stop right there. Hey. Someone's tapping about. Don't worry. I'll find you.
So there's gravel there. I thought I could take one step and just clonk him. Didn't quite work out.
Seems
But,
peaceful enough.
but I seem to have disappeared as far as he's concerned. And I guess we'll take it. I move quickly from dark area to dark area. See, that's interesting, but out to the right, this would be beyond the walls. Hello. Find our way up into the tower here. Maybe find something of value. Into this, what is this? This is what do you call the tower, like a corner tower along a wall?
Oh gosh, I used to remember that. I don't. I used to remember, like, were you the kind of kid that loved cross sections of castles?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly,
Me
a
too.
cross section of anything with sufficient detail, just like a complicated anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that book, How Stuff Works?
I don't know that.
It was basically just that. It was basically just
Okay.
cross sections and explanations of mechanics and.
Actually, one of my favorite things about superhero comics, particularly of the 60s, is that whenever they got a new headquarters, it'd be just like a cross section page of the headquarters. That stuff was rad. I feel like we don't get enough of that these days. Enough cross sections generally.
Well, then let me tell you. Have I got the video game for you? Have you heard of this Mortal Kombat?
Wait. That doesn't.
Okay. All right, Garrett. You've spent your whole life preparing for this. We have lockpicks. Time to learn how they work.
Oh, yeah.
To use a lockpick, use and hold it on a locked door for a few seconds. The handle of the door will move slowly to the open position, and you'll hear a continuous clicking until the handle turns and the door pops open. If you hear only a single short click, try using the other lockpick. If the handle jiggles but ends up only moving part way, you'll need to switch lockpicks and continue picking the door. You may need to switch more than once. If neither lockpick works, it means the lock cannot be picked. Okay. You must be quite close to a door to pick it, closer than you would need to be to open it normally. So this is quite an early lockpicking mechanism.
Yeah.
I wonder when the first one of those was.
Like, That's a good question.
Somebody knows this. There was a, I hesitate to call it a game. It was sort of like, it was called the Museum of Lockpicking. And it was more of just like an assembly of mechanics.
Okay.
And they were like collecting the lockpicking mechanics from as many different games as they could.
Yeah.
I think it's
That makes
I think it's a thing that came out. I think it's a finished available product. So presumably
Ooh.
one could find out. There's someone beyond this door.
Lasts, friend. His fatness will be back soon to make our lives miserable again.
Where is he then? I haven't seen him tonight.
Down in the cellar again, counting his loot. I hope he stays down there all night.
Servants, I think.
Do you enjoy lockpicking mini games or mechanisms generally?
Most of them are bad and suck. So generally, no. I would say that they're usually sort of a boring part of a game. Hacking mini games often are not so good as well. Although at some point, somebody decided that it would make a lot of sense for hacking mini games to be kind of like Pipe Dream. I don't know if this is something that BioShock was on like the forefront of, or if BioShock also got it from like the common ancestor of everybody else. But I do like Pipe Dream, so
Oh, I like Patriots too.
I'm cool with that.
I have very normie tastes, and I do like some lockpicking minigame. Like, I like the lockpicking puzzles in some of the early Ratchet and Clank games. I feel like that'll get me canceled to say that, but you know.
Why did Ratchet come out as a white nationalist or something?
No, because I don't. Never mind. Read this letter to us, please.
Something. The future of Lombak's children.
No. Oh God.
Anyway, Master Vrind, recall our previous conversation about untapped sources? Can you find any precedent on going into the walled section of the old quarter? There's all that crap about walking evil, but you know how the hammers are. 10 to 1 gets there's all sorts of property, no known heir, free for picking without even having to pay gelt for lawful overlook. Anyhow, no rush on this one. Better to look into it on the quiet than rile the Hammers or let Raputo or Webster hear about it.
Is that a semicolon?
Yeah.
Well, that's neat.
Okay.
I don't see many semicolons in video game letters.
Okay, I thought you were about to say, I thought you were just saying I don't see many semicolons, and I was like, that's ridiculous. I talk to you in text all the time.
Yeah. No, I'm aware.
Okay, and this is to Ramirez from Lord Bafford. Lord Bafford's the guy we robbed in the first mission, right?
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Master Ramirez, I beg your attention. While, as you say, there is most certainly breach in the Drekbound pit, my subordinates inform me that this is due to the encroach of Hammer patrols among the patrons, and that my immediate Drekbound comptroller, Ginny, has been unable to deal with the problem. Should this qualify as full breach, I must regretfully insist that the breach is on Ginny's part, and not mine. I am, of course, happy to furnish all ledgers for verification. What an asshole. Listen, clearly I can't be held responsible for contracts between us, not with underlings like these. I'm glad we robbed Lord Bafford.
Yeah. I hope Ginny's okay.
Alright, that was the sound of riches being acquired. 200 already. I guess we got a nice ring out of it. Is there anything cool on top of the bookcases? Doesn't look like it. And I don't see any, like, interactable looking books. You know, I'm definitely looking at these things like, actually, I didn't check the painting. But, you know, I'm definitely looking at these things like an old, like, Looney Tunes thing. Elmer Fudd would be walking along in front of some bushes, and one bush would be a dramatically different color, and you'd be like, aha! That's the one they're gonna jump out of. Nothing here is striking me in that way. By the way, I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game. I have nothing against Ratchet and Clank. I just feel like I need to say that. Out of curiosity, that fire is really burning. Do you think we'd be able to climb? If I put this out with a water arrow, probably not, right? There's probably nothing in the chimney of interest.
Turns out it's Christmas night. Father Christmas is coming down.
I do not think that that is of interest to our friend Garrett.
Yeah, I don't. Does Geralt strike you as intellectually curious?
Yes.
Would he read books, you think?
I think he absolutely reads books.
Okay.
I picked up something, but I know not what. I do wish it would tell you. Okay,
Yeah.
well, it was something we already... Oh, no, it was a speed potion, I think. Because I don't think we started with one. It just makes a little noise, a little dunk. Hello, carpeted rooms. None of these paintings are worth anything. That's probably a real-world painting, right?
Maybe. It's rad anyway.
Although one would assume that the real world is probably higher resolution. This'll lead outside?
You just reminded me of something that scared me as a child.
Ooh, okay.
So at the Detroit Institute of Arts, the museum, there is a painting called Watson and the Shark, which I saw when I was like in first grade, and it's of this guy being eaten by a shark, and there are these people in the boat they've fallen out of, being like, "Oh man, he's getting eaten by that shark," and it's a big deal. And I was terrified by that. I found the painting to be incredibly realistic. I remember just how huge and vast it felt, and how imposing this shark was, and as a small child, I was just terrified of it. And when I went back to the DIA some years later as an adult, I thought, that painting that terrified me, that big, gorgeous painting with that shark. I went back to the room with the painting, and it was extremely small.
Okay, so those guards were probably having some kind of conversation for a minute, and then as I tried to move away from them to be hidden before they split up, I think one of them saw me from behind, which is why I'm crouching alertly in this room instead of that other room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can faintly hear the guards shouting about where are you, and come out, you knave, and other such guardly things. This whole area is really well lit, and it's really well lit with electric lanterns that I don't have the ability to turn off. I wonder if we could find the generator for the house, or the power conduit or something.
I'll find
You
you.
should be able to short them, I think. That's what I would do. Oh.
I'll find you.
Shoot. Well, I reckon he's found me.
Ah!
The other one's nearby.
Come on over here. Ah!
I think the other one was just in the room over. Well, now we have a key. That's gonna make our lives easier.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten better at fighting guards. He didn't see anything.
Guards!
Hush. Alright, surrender your key to me, and then let's fucking, I guess, put you in here with the other one. May as well contain the damage.
Was that blood on the carpet?
It is.
Oh, that's rad.
Let's hope the guards can't see that.
I mean, why would they put it there in the game if it's not visible to them? You think?
Oh, sweetie. The difficulty programming wise, they would put it there because it's easy to do. Bullet decals have been a thing forever, and it looks more realistic to the player. I would be very surprised if the AI can react to that. This painting's just in a different resolution. Why are they all so different? Weird. Alright, well, the good news is those were probably the two guards who are responsible for this portion of the house. So we may have the run of this little bit. Check that key. I mean, I may as well.
Hello? Show yourself.
He can't see me despite the fact that I'm right in front of him.
No.
I guess I set off the alarm by opening this door. That's not ideal.
Okay, I may have just done a Google search.
Okay.
That they can see the blood on the floor. It will alert them fully if they see the blood on the floor. That's really rad.
Is it, or is it hugely... Shit.
I mean, that's really impressive.
Shit, and also fuck, and also shit. Dumbass.
This way! Thief!
I think he had a different key. Yeah, he had the basement key. Okay, that's great. Because we think Ramirez is in the basement, right? Based on what those servants said.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure nobody else saw him come running. And I'm pretty sure I dragged him far enough away. I hope. I dragged him far enough away to... I'm going to close his door. I think we're getting some backlight. Nope, it's just this lit in here. I'd have to take out more torches. I mean, that's... Well, let's fix this. That's the start the alarm button, I guess.
Is that how he has a giant R in his butt?
This is the front door. Sure. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, well, it's nice and dark here, at least.
I hear you're going to be assigned monster babysitting. What? Why me? The boss thinks his nasties don't get enough affection. You'll be down there rubbing their tummies. I'll quit first. See if I don't.
Huh. Monster babysitting. Those guards both seem to be walking this way, so I'm just gonna... And he said you'll be down there rubbing their bellies, so... One assumes this is the basement they're talking about. So this is the room that those guards were originally conversing in. The two that we've murdered already. Okay, loot. Yeah, it doesn't turn it off either. Boys, while I appreciate your enthusiasm, I must point out that breaking legs is really rather inefficient if we wish our clients to be able to pursue their rather active lives in order to immediately repay their debts. I encourage your initiative in this area. Perhaps you might take a lesson from the gardener and his hedge clippers, who trims off one branch while leaving the rest to grow. And most of our clients do start with fingers to spare.
Ah!
Alright, just, you know, some more character on who Ramirez is exactly, what his whole situation is like. Hello. What is this?
I don't like this guy with the fingers. No, thank you.
There's a,
Is it weird that the idea of having fingers cut off, like, really makes me, like, squeamish, and the idea of an arm being cut off, not so much?
I don't know. Who's to say what's weird? Alright,
You.
so that's a place
fine.
that's a place we've been in already. Not of terrible interest to us. Interesting that that's there though, and I wonder if there was a way to trigger it from the library. You know, from that side. So is this gonna be that courtyard, right? Where we just heard the guys talking about the monster?
Maybe.
Nope. I think it's this direction, but we might not be over far enough. Okay, a dark hallway beyond. Love that. It's a closet.
Oh.
Or I suppose the sort of room you'd keep somebody in when you want them to sort of leave you alone for a while. Okay, what about over here? Should I turn this off? We have a limited number of water arrows. Ah, this was the basement door. You had a key, but why bother? Is there anything sneaky hidden behind the barrels? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Alright, I'm trying to be like generally walking when we don't have a specific reason to run. just to avoid being heard around a corner before we hear someone.
Yeah.
Again, doesn't seem to be a particular reason to, or any particular loot secreted away here. This is such late 90s, early 2000s sneaking music.
Yeah.
So much of its time and place. Well, this goes back up. But it goes back up into something pretty well appointed, it looks like. Let's just have a peek. Darn it. Lazy slobs. If I visit with my babies and again find that they have not been fed properly, I shall take the horsewhip to the lot of you. The poor dears must be given live food. Their delicate stomachs cannot abide the smell of carrion. I am in no mood to hear of the shortages when my babies are starving. We do not yet know what these babies are, but, you know.
Oh, guys, cheese. That's the most important part for me.
Can't seem to loot the bread on the tray. There's a bell here that I can't imagine I would like to ring. And take the roast as well. We're not going to get any money for this flour. Alright, so we found our way back up into the manor. You know what? I'm sure there's plenty going on here. Let's go to the big door in the basement. I was kind of curious where the other path led. Now we know. Now let's investigate that. Oh, interesting. Another branch. You know what? Let's have a look. I already, just getting that close to the door, heard somebody whistling on the other side of it. Okay, 2 more of these weird little offshoot rooms. And this one with a door for whatever reason. Alright, you want to find out what his babies are?
I don't know. The last time that I saw a thing where there were tunnels in the basement and babies, it didn't. Oof. Yeah, let's find out.
Alright, hold on. I have to adjust something I just realized. Okay. Just fixing anything for recording type purposes. The basement key might work on this door? Yeah. This door is at the bottom of the basement. Or maybe the area I was in before wasn't the basement. Maybe this is the basement. There's someone down here. I heard footsteps to my right. I can't tell if they're approaching or not. The thing is, they're not very regular.
Yeah.
It's like it's only a few steps every few seconds.
Yeah.
I think they're going away.
You need to hit him with a Metamucil arrow.
Sadly, Metamucil will not be invented for centuries.
Neither will that alarm.
Well, that's clearly not true. The alarm's right there. You can see it's already been invented. Well, there's a guy right in there for sure. You want to try one of these flash bombs? How do I even... Back to the shadows to figure out how to utilize a flash bomb. Okay, it's an inventory item, not a weapon item. So what I do is I right click.
Look, you. Stop lurking back there. Ah! Whoever you are, I can make it well worth your while to cause no trouble.
The thing about this guy is he is truly horrible at combat. Okay, well. Were these supposed to be the guys? They're definitely like different models, right? Than the other guards. Oh, that was Ramirez himself. I may have murdered him.
It may be time for me to move along now. Don't want to wear out my welcome.
There we go. I wasn't close enough. Oh, either one of these works. Nope. Put that away. Put that away. I was kind of hoping that that was gonna, like, you know, hit the wall and bounce in here, and it exploded the second it hit the wall. So I was looking right at it, which is a little bit of a problem. All right, Willoughby Bright, Stone Market Cut Purse, skimping on Geralt for the 5th time, not worth the trouble. Public bounty of 200. Garrett, South Quarter Independent Thief, denied cut 3 times. Sent Quince and Jacob out to shorten him. Overlord's Fancy, Gambling Den, check with Reputo. Is it his? Either way, someone's not talking to someone they should. Okay, so a crime ledger in the sort of the thinnest of codes.
Are you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy?
Okay, well that's a key. Is it this key? No, it was a second copy of the basement key. Oh no, I did get another key too. No, unlock. Open. You can't open a chest with a key in your hand. Everyone knows that. Okay, that one was well and truly empty. How are we doing on loot? We have 975 loot, mostly in just like raw money. I mean, this does show Ramirez who is the boss.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. I like to think that you're basically workshopping your own version of the game, your own spin-off called Murderer.
Thank you, darling. Okay, yeah. What I thought. I figured they were probably Burricks. But alright, they're Burricks. His pets are Burricks. That's whatever. I am not in the business of dealing with loose Burricks. I am, however, in the business of fleeing from loose Burricks. Okay, so I guess we're done with the basement. Back up into the house to steal some more shit. Gotta get to 1500. Also, his prized silver fire poker. I will say, that would have been challenging to do without letting Ramirez know what was up, because he was standing in that well-lit room looking at the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a challenge, right?
Yeah.
So putting out that torch would seem to be a terrible waste of time. There's something on that table. It's a key, perhaps? It's so weird that you can't lean while holding down the sneak button.
Noise stopped. Guess it was nothing.
I could probably draw him in here if I just made some sound, right? Let's try something. Let's play with the AI a little bit. Apparently I am allowed to steal the plates. That was the quietest skillet on a wooden floor that I or anyone else has ever seen.
Yeah, they usually make more noise.
Look there. Something just there.
That's one way to do it.
Just the wind.
Trying hard. Damn it. He just happened to walk directly into me. Damn it.
Oh, there's a bunch of guys.
Careful. There's something up. Watch for anything unusual.
This is so many dudes. Oh, that guy's got a bow. Oh, but that's bad. Yeah. Okay. Re-quick loading. Yeah, that was in theory. Oh, wait, like it did draw his attention to the plate where I threw the plate for a moment. And then he immediately turned around and just beelined to me while wandering randomly. So that's bad luck. And if my arm had charged up a little bit faster, we would have been able to kill him before he had gone running. And
Yeah. There are a lot of guys in that room, though.
it does seem that there are a lot of guys in that room, and as such, perhaps it is not even worth worrying about the loot in there. Maybe we just, well, hold on. I can't tell. Also, apparently he's already aware of us somehow. I mean, I was moving pretty fast on the tile floor, but it's real far away from him. Let's try the hallway. Because obviously, like, that room is a barracks room, and that's not.
What's this? Hey, I think I saw something over here. I hear Grand Malden is gonna put in some hammer-built security.
Was that first guard being voiced by Strongbad?
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I've only seen the Homestuck Runner stuff that you showed me, so I don't...
Amabel.
What?
Nothing.
Some of them you've shown me more than once. The same ones.
Sanar Card Gauge Mortgage is a classic of the genre.
What genre is that?
That's a good question. Flash cartoons? Okay, they don't stay affected by that for very long. Oh, God. Damn it, stop. Did you see him sway? I didn't know these guys knew sway.
He'll fall soon.
He really will.
Have it.
Okay.
So it's cool that they don't run away when they're already outnumbering you.
Yeah. Eat some cheese or something.
Yeah, yeah. Just making sure that we're safe here. There isn't even a chimney. Okay, yeah. Let's help ourselves to a deer leg. Delicious. Cucumber. Didn't even help really. Apples. Bread. Some carrots. It takes so much food to heal. All right, and then also health potion.
I mean, generally, I don't think food actually heals in real life.
No, yeah, 0%. So you're correct that it is an improvement over the real situation.
Yeah.
Let's tuck these dudes like back here, a place where they're going to be not too visible from the doors, hopefully.
Alternatively, make a big pile of them in front of the door, so when they try to come in,
Like as a
they
barricade.
can't. You know?
That's, I suppose, a way to do it. Now, if you were a prized silver fire poker, what do you think you'd be?
I'd be near a fireplace.
But, like, which fireplace? It'd be a really good one, right?
Probably.
Like the fireplace in Ramirez's bedroom or something. This is kind of what I'm saying is I reckon it'll be upstairs somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Hello.
That makes sense to me.
Locked door. Okay, locked door that's behind a locked door. Nope, just to the courtyard. Well, I guess that makes sense, right? Lock all the doors to go to outside spaces very securely.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay, a lot of guards in the outdoor spaces. Let's just not even...
You asked for it. Over here!
Be quiet. Give me your keys and shut up. Alright, well, we just cleared out this hallway here, so let's take a quick look. There's a lot of underground space in this house. And this connects to... yeah, okay. So apparently sometimes there are guards patrolling this. We just got lucky earlier? Well, in any case, upstairs we go. This is where I think all the good stuff's gonna be.
Yeah.
Did that door just move? Did we catch the end of that door closing?
I'm not sure.
Okay, there might be a guard over there. Or someone. Servant, something. Oh, okay. I don't think I want to move back toward the front of the house just yet. I guess we're not really given a choice, are we? It's just a matter of which way. Because at the back here, we just have stairs. There are so many torches. And then
Yeah.
in almost all of the important places, also there's an electric light backing them up. So I do not feel like we're getting good value on these water arrows. That guy had a courtyard key. Okay. Now this looks like a fancy room. A fancy bedroom with a fireplace. I have high hopes. Okay, this one does work. I think that sound was just us getting some more money. What is this? Huh. If you say so. Commissioner de Navan. I note with displeasure that again one of my tough boys has been taken to Crag's Cleft. May I remind you of the substantial donations I make to your office, such that I may pursue business unhindered by idle scrutiny. May I remind you as well of your predecessor's unfortunate end. The rivers are so treacherous this time of year. I trust that you will attend to this, and if the hammers are too difficult for your policemen, I trust as well that you will let me know. Alright, he really is just sort of like swinging it around.
Yeah. And I kind of like that because when we, murdered him, he was very not a tough guy.
I mean, he did try to fight me. I'll say that for him.
He did while saying, "I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you, please." And he fought you very badly.
He did fight me very badly.
I don't know. I like it when a bully is, when a rich dipwad is portrayed as very brittle. As he's tough when he's writing letters and ordering his thugs around, but when it comes to doing a thing himself, he's...
And of course he's got a window into the guest bedroom. Is there a switch for this, or... Alright, well that's the money we need. We'd be cool to just leave now, but it seems to me there might be more to do here. So I can't, there's no way I can jam myself through that. By the way, very pleased with myself figuring out that there must be a thing here, like the fireplace, right?
Yeah. You're a smart cookie, baby.
Wow. Look at this fucking bathroom.
If you were a cookie, you would be like the best cookie that there is.
Ooh. Walk-in closet? Question mark? So Amabel, what is the best cookie that there is?
Well, see, this is a conundrum. Because there is an objectively correct answer. But I feel like if I called you that kind of cookie, you would feel insulted or like I do not see you. So it's real tricky because you are the best kind of cookie, and yet canonically, tragically, you do not like the best kind of cookie. So I feel. What is your favorite kind of cookie?
Now, of course, it should go without saying that I do like the best kind of cookie. The problem Amabel's having here is that she thinks the best kind of cookie is some sort of mint and chocolate together abomination. Like that's a thing a person should ever consume on purpose.
Excuse me. No, that's gross. I don't like mint things at all.
Okay.
How dare you?
How dare I?
How dare you? Minted. Oh.
You're out here dancing around something, and I demand to know what it is.
Oatmeal raisin.
Oh, well, I mean, listen. I don't know. What did that cookie ever do to you? That it needs to be befouled. Here's the thing. Like, I don't think oatmeal raisin is like a bad cookie in a broad sense. But I do think that there is no reason for it to exist. Oatmeal cookies are so much better. It's bizarre to me. Lord Ramirez, the reinforced walls and steel door have been duly installed about your counting room, but I must warn you that we cannot guarantee them against Burrick tunneling. If you do not move the creatures out of the basement into a more distant area, we cannot be held responsible for the potential damages. Oh. Amabel.
Yeah.
We may have to go down and inspect the Burrick pen.
Well, where did we get those coins from? Was that from the basement?
It was from the basement, but it was from a room that he was in, and there was certainly no tunnel. I love how much, like... I love the leads. I love how many leads you are given in the conversations and the notes and everything in this game. It really is a delight. Okay, this we checked out already. Doors. Cooperate. At this point, I am absolutely just robbing him blind. This candlestick's not valuable. Doesn't glimmer in the right way. It glisters not. Which, wait, means that it is gold, or...
Well, all that glisters is not gold. So gold also glisters?
Okay, I think we've done a pretty good job here. Back downstairs. To the Burrick pens. Do we have to be careful of guards? I don't think so. I think I was pretty thorough. There are those guards in the barracks.
Yeah.
And I think that's it as far as guards go. So we can kill the. He said it always says babies and Burricks and whatnot. There's more than one of them down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No treasure in their drinking water. Now we run to the corner where they can't see us. So they have to come forward to continue vomiting. Oh, they've lost me because I'm too well shaded. Never mind, they can smell me. Okay. Really, they've not done any burrowing. I thought for sure that was going to lead to, oh look, here's a way into a room that we couldn't have accessed otherwise.
No, I think the room he was in was the counting room.
I guess so. He's not
There
really
might not
that
have been.
rich then. I mean, certainly not now, but...
Well, it's just the stuff he was counting. You know, you'd have a different room where you could hold the money.
Maneuvers. Well, this guy is kicking my ass. Holy hell. Alright, that's the greatest guard who has ever lived. We are leaving without fighting him. Did you see the footwork?
Yup.
Later, nerd. That didn't work.
I really like when you call them nerds.
Yeah.
That's really good, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna lose track of him around a corner into some darkness as soon as we find a place where there's a corner into some darkness. I hit interact on that door in the hopes that I could just like slam it in front of him. Nope, he's not fooled.
God!
But he is slain. I guess you shouldn't have followed me. Nerd. Okay, let me get that key, though. That's mine. All right. Let's leave.
Okay.
Right? I think we've done the job as well as it's getting done.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody fucking... Come on.
It's actually also nice to have a mission that was a little shorter, because, like, I know we're a little over time, I think, but not
Yeah, we are.
tremendously so.
Oh, hey. Damn it, this tray's not good, not worth anything either. Well, we found some more papyrus. Reputo, Warden of North Quarter, Shalebridge, Newmarket, New Quarter, Blood Sports, Money Lending, Spy Watching, organization of about 20 subsidiaries, 50 personal, Tough Boys, and Fire Boys. Contact with Shemenovs. Webster, Warden of the Docks, Eastport, and Dayport, Rooftop Breakers, Protection and Anti-Protection Services, Smuggling, Coin Faking, 12 subsidiaries, 60 Tough Boys, 20-odd solo contractors, strong foreign contracts. Victoria, Independent Fence, previously Reputos. Dominates include Thief's Pawnage of Exotics, Medicinals, No Known Organization, Contact with Second-Tier Nobility, Grand Library, and Order of the Vine. These are new factions that we don't know anything about, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
May have Warden aspirations. And, of course, Dorcas Goodfellow.
Oh! Dorcas is a lovely name.
Sure. Blackbrook Underguild Ambassador. Particular importable dominants include magical constructs, medicinals, and elemental crystals.
I don't think you know this about me, but it was not on the short list, because, like, I was always going to be Amabel, and then there was, like, the list of really close names.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was also the list of, like, Dorcas was on that other list.
Really?
Yeah. So Dorcas is there is a woman named Dorcas in early Christianity who
This way.
died and then was resurrected and was, reborn. And, rebirth is a big... I'm not really a religious person. If I was more religious, I might have gone with it. But, just the idea of rebirth. Particularly, she's brought back from the dead because everyone liked her so much. I think that's very sweet.
Yeah, that's rad. Hey. Nah, whatever. I saw one of the thieves that killed that merchant was trying to kill us, and I took my opportunity. Yeah, fat fucking chance.
My own neighborhood. Those fellas don't seem too friendly.
Back to our own neighborhood. Also, I will have you note that while... Oh, dear. I'll have you note that while you were telling that story, I did manage to kill the fleeing thief by shooting him in his ass as he ran through the door. And
So
I'm
what you're telling me,
very proud of that shot.
heads not vulnerable to arrows, asses yes.
I think the head and the ass are equally vulnerable. He was so wounded that he was in the fleeing state, and I managed to deliver the last point of damage ass-wise.
I mean, I guess it depends where you hit them in the ass.
That's true.
Because, like, there's certain... I don't need to finish that joke.
There's certainly areas where you're going to get better penetration, is what you're headed toward.
Yeah. You gotta be careful pulling on, man. Prolapse.
Amabel. How did I know we weren't going to make it through this series without you saying the word prolapse? And now you've got me saying it. They're going to put me back on that list. Okay.
Wait, what list? There's a list?
All right, we have escaped those goons. Let's see if there are further goons. Home turf. My neighborhood doesn't have a name. It's just my home turf.
Stop right there.
I won't. He saw me, but I guess he lost me? Although he doesn't seem to have lost me that much. He's very clearly walking directly toward me.
Oh, there's another guy in the... Did he see you?
Don't make me come find you.
No.
Oh,
Watch out! There was something going on back
Damn it. Well, their arrows do a shit ton of damage. Hey, I said F11. Load me my quick save. So yeah, I think we saw very clearly those two guards walking directly toward me, even though they aren't supposed to know where I was, despite the fact that also there was no legal pathing to where I was. They just walked right through that barrel. So that feels a little,
yeah.
a little cheatsy. Just a tiny bit cheatsy.
Hey!
Good enough.
Which I really like this sequence as well, where you're just trying to get you're walking through the city trying to get home, and it's not a safe place for you. But actually, this whole level's really rad. This is my favorite level so far.
Yeah, I mean it's it's a very well regarded game, and I think for a good reason. All right. I'm going to try to go generally this way again. Just be more careful about it. It is tough to just take a guy and be like, I'll fight this one, because you do generate an awful lot of sound. Okay, so there's a bunch of guys down there. So we just came around this corner. If we could cut straight through, it would be great.
Yeah.
We may not be able to. Might be better off just staying to the high road. Less direct, but
Yeah.
I wonder if I could... All the light being cast here is coming from sources that we have no control over. Alright. I'm gonna try something. Perhaps unwise. Is that... you see that, right?
See what?
Hold on.
It's quite dark, so...
Right where I'm pointing, like... Here, let me get an arrow. Right there. The wall is, like, uneven or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a... Perhaps, like, a panel that can be moved aside. No, I think it's just an odd corner. Where'd those two go? I think that guy's supposed to be grumbling annoyedly, but it sounded like he was working out the riff for his band's next song. Right?
Yeah.
I think I want to go this way. I'm a little torn. I know we just like we walked it in both directions earlier, and I didn't retain it to the end of the episode. Unfortunately, I didn't think it would be important information anymore. So I'm gonna wait for this guy to pass, and we're gonna go. Because we walked around. Yeah, this
Yeah.
gotta be right. All these guards are eagerly preparing for the Battle of the Bands on Sunday. Oh, there's someone like right around this corner. He is so close. It sounds like his noises of disapproval are right in my ear.
No, I can't unhear it.
That's because it's what's happening. Go.
You know, I would absolutely watch a movie about a medieval battle of the bands.
So we don't want to go straight here. We want to take the turn, right? Straight is...
Yeah, I mean, generally in my
Yeah, okay, all right.
yeah.
All right, let's just trying to make sure.
Thank you for cutting me off on that.
We all know. Listen,
all know.
I longtime viewers of the channel have heard me make that joke so many times. Okay, this is bad news. If we have to cross the metal bridge, that's going to be challenging.
Well done.
Thank you.
I forgot you could do that. It's been a while since I've seen you do it.
I am capable of stealth sometimes. This is very backwards.
Sweetie, you're going the wrong way.
How did I even? So that's the metal bridge out there. Okay.
You bring up the map again?
Hold on just a moment. Yeah. So to the right across the bridge must be this building.
Can you just take that water down?
Oh! Amabel, you're a fucking genius, of course. And we worked that out already. We knew, like, that's the thing we knew from earlier. Yes, you're brilliant. I'm stuck on the ladder. Okay. I am such a bad swimmer. Look, the water's going this way. Really?
Just in the game, or is that also true? How are you at swimming? And I cannot imagine you near a body of water.
I have been. It has happened. I have been near bodies of water. I do like. Listen, I don't like going outside. I have occasionally had to. Fuck. Hey, he called me a taffer.
Okay, what's a taffer?
Well, from the context of a conversation we overheard earlier, I think it means liar. He said somebody else said someone was taffing about when they were like telling a story. But maybe it's sort of a general like blackguard kind of thing.
Just like target practice.
Is it? Is it just like target practice?
Thief here.
Well, this is going splendidly.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get on this side of that, shit. There's another gate in the water. Right. to prevent someone from having an easy time doing what Amabel proposes we do.
We've got an intruder around. Look out.
Look out. I forgot we had speed potions. Woo! Fuck you! Holy hell, I am fast. Alright, this is where it ends. A speed potion's effective. Alright, just a sec. Yes, that totally works. Alright. Good thinking, Amabel. That's very helpful. Alright, we done it. Head for the safety of your neighborhood through who knows how many various fiends and thugs. And we made out like bandits on that one. That was a huge amount of money. 2,605 out of 2,705.
Yeah, we did real good.
Very thorough.
you think
Little bit
bandits
of
are
damage taken.
Yeah. Do you think bandits are good at making out?
Well, the colloquialism would suggest.
Okay.
It must be their criminal passions, so inflamed.
In the beginning, we lived as thieves, stealing fur and fang of beasts for survival. Then came the builder who brought us the hammer. And with it we forged a new way of life. Reject hammers, announced the builder.
I was going to pay Lord Randall and his vase collection a visit, but the Downwind Thieves Guild beat me to the score. Word is that they haven't divvied the booty yet. Apparently their leaders, Donald and Reuben, are arguing over the prized sapphire vase. Sounds like they could use a third party to settle their disagreement. Since I'm no mediator, I'll just steal the vase from them. They'll be so busy blaming each other, no one will suspect an outsider. The Downwinders run a gambling den called the Overlord's Fancy, which operates under a nearby restaurant. The guild's hideout is beneath the casino. I have a rough map of the complex I got from sources from the inside. Once I'm in the Overlord's Fancy, I'll have to search for the secret entrance to the hideout. I have to be careful. The Downwinders know me all too well. If they catch sight of me, they'll know who took the vase. Assuming they don't just kill me for trespassing. Finding the vase may prove difficult since I have no idea where it is. Should be a hot topic of conversation among the Downwinders. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to overhear where they're stashing it. Time to make a living.
Oh, Garrett, you rascal. So, Thieves Guild. Okay, I think... So, one of the things that I learned, in addition to the fact that those fire guys were added in Thief Gold, is that the Thief Gold expansion, whatever you want to call it, added 3 levels to the game, and I think this is the first one. I think Thieves Guild was the name of one of them. So, yeah, break into the Thieves Guild, do all this stuff. Listen, we'll get it, we'll do it. I'm sure we'll be able to handle it. I tell you, I don't love the flash bombs.
Yeah.
A thing I think we learned is that flash bombs are bad.
Really? Is there anything that's a flash that's good? Like, flash mobs are not great, right?
Sure, thumbs down. Thumbs down on flash mobs.
Flash bomb.
The Flash.
The Flash, the movie The Flash.
Oh, I was saying sort of more generally.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the Speed Force. No. I'm willing to put up with a lot. I think famously this is known. The Speed Force?
I mean, as far as like, okay, so I'll agree. The Speed Force stuff is kind of lame.
Yes.
I definitely like. I know the thing where lightning hit some chemicals, and that mix of chemicals happened to give him powers. Is silly comic book nonsense, but I'll take that over like the goofy like mystical nonsense or actually Silver Age Flash. There was a retcon in the Silver Age where he had a fifth dimensional imp, kind of like Mr.
Mixes
Spitalick
Pitlick. Yep.
or Batmite, but for the Flash, and he was the one that gave the Flash his powers. It was revealed in a story, and then they just ignored that because it's dumb and bad. It should just be, lightning hits the thing. It's still not like the worst super speed power origin story. Famously, the Wizard, the Golden Age character from the Marvel comics, who ran really fast and wore a yellow costume and called himself the Wizard. He got his powers from getting an injection of mongoose blood.
Hold on, no. That's how that really works.
I mean, actually, I think if you get a transfusion of animal blood, you just die.
Well, it depends on what blood it is. And how much.
Okay, well, this is a life-saving amount of blood transfused into him.
Oh yeah, for the mongoose thing, you want a lot. You basically want to completely replace your blood, like that guy from Motley Crue did.
What?
Anyway,
okay,
that's gonna
Motley
be it.
Crue?
Holy hell.
And what?
That's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Amabel, have you considered that actually the fifth dimensional imp is by a huge margin the best way for the Flash to get his powers, and the problem you're having with it conceptually is that you are using the wrong touchstones? Because sure, Batmite and Mr. Mix's Pitlick are whack. There's no two ways about that. But what about the Great Gazoo?
Well, he's not a fifth dimensional imp. He's an imp. He comes from outer space. That's
Amabel,
different.
Where
That's
do
different.
you think the fifth dimension is?
I mean, canonically in the DC comics, it's not in outer space. It's in a dimension that is parallel to our own. And like, I'm not getting into this because you won't tell me what a Motley Crue is.
It's us, Amabel, the Motleyest.
Well, we'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching.
Have you considered that from a certain point of view, most of space is parallel to Earth? Solve that one, Einstein. And we'll see you
No.
then.
I refuse.